Hey guys, Jonathan here, and it's finally happened. We've got a tool pallet, a guaranteed tool pallet. This absolute beastie, bulging pallet is a B&Q returns one. It cost 550 quid. It came all the way from London. It's a bit like a hen's tooth this, to try and find a proper B&Q returns pallet. It wasn't easy, but I finally got one. And this thing is absolutely bulging off the pallet. And all the items from the top are quite small, including a Magnuson saw. Now, when I got a picture of this, I could see the Magnuson brand, so I knew we were in for good things. But if you look at the state of it, they're all relatively small items. And this thing is absolutely chock full. It's massive, bulging. I mean, I can see a duvet on the top. So this is another random collection of stuff, but B&Q, so we know there's hardware in there. So that is going to be useful. So there's only one thing to do. Let's go through it. Right, so you know how we do this by now. What I think we'll do is we'll take a whole selection of this top layer off, get it on the table, and then I'll price check it off screen, and then whiz through the prices, and we can hopefully, I paid £550 for this pallet, and hopefully we can get our money back. But as you know, a lot of this stuff ends up going to charity, but we will price each item, and hopefully we can find some bangers in here. So let's get into it. First thing on the top is this duvet set. There's no mystery to the top layer, but what is nice about this, you can kind of see you've got B&Q in text here. So this is some sort of dispatching note, and then we've got a return thing here saying that it was a return by Chloe, and it says parts damaged. So, I mean, to be fair, if you look at that, that is neatly back in the pipe. I reckon they've just had the wrong one bought for them for Christmas. So we've got a king size bedding set. We'll skim off a load of stuff and then we'll look at the prices. Here we go, brand new set. There's no return sticker on that one, but that's the Bosch Scorpion, and they're mainly for gardens really, but you can see he's cutting a deck with it, so it's kind of like a weird jigsaw. Never used one, seen it in B&Q a few times and always thought it's a bit of a weird looking tool. Mitre box, that's pretty cool. Again, you can tell that's the B&Q logo, that's like their budget mitre box. We'll put that with the Magnuson saw. What's that, 1, 2, 3, 4 items in, and we've got a proper tool. No doubt about it, we've got an actual tool, Magnuson saw. I mean, that's a good sign, isn't it? Let's keep looking. So we've got a toilet fill valve. This is gonna be the problem with this. It's gonna be a battle figuring out what everything is. And then a box. Let's get a mystery box out. Wood screws. Hey, now that'll do me. I'm happy with wood screws. You know what this looks like? I think this is, you know when you do the pick a mix? You've been to B&Q and seen they have like a pick a mix, you fill a bag with any fixings you want. I think that is a screw box from the pick a mix. I don't think they sell boxes that full, and it doesn't say the number either. Wood screw, steel, loose. So this is a box to go in their pick a mix section. 4 kilos of 16mm screws. That's well weird. How the heck's that ended up on a returns pallet? Someone's probably thought, where's the barcode? There's no barcode on that. We can't sell it. Stick it on the returns pallet. That ain't that weird. Hey, I hope there's more of that. Wow, that is cool already. I'm pretty pleased with that. Not so pleased with this bag. This is not a return. No one's returned all of these. Dulux warm pewter testing strips. Are they all the same? No, they are different colours. Copper elbow, it's about 6 quid. Coastal grey. Well, I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do with these decorating supplies. Maybe someone would love these for a little collage. People love doing it now, don't they? I mean, I've got all different neutral shades here, so I can't get too creative with it. And there's a bit of a coastal grey, that one is. Coastal grey, timeless matte. Timeless matte, that's the camera matte, timeless matte. Right, what else have we got? Well, there's another Magnuson thing. We've got a brand new rafter square. That's a nice one, isn't it? You'll never go wrong with a speed square. That looks like raw aluminium too, so you get that anodized. Maybe weird how it's got like a D-hook though. Why has the manufacturer thought to, let's add a D-loop on that and then it can hang on the shopping rail? Like, no builder needs a flipping D-loop, do they? Right, what else are we into? We've got another box. Hey, and that's good. Dry lining boxes. That is very useful. Again, these 2, 3, 4 quid in B&Q. It's not a return though, is it? That is just, that literally, they're still selling them right now. Warm white bulbs. I'm getting the feeling this is more like a stock pallet that's just been diverted. You'd be a bit worried if they were unloading stock onto the shelves from a pallet like that in B&Q, wouldn't you? Brand new dial. I thought I had enough bulbs in my flipping Amazon pallets. Now I've got them from B&Q and all. What else have we got? Something here. We've got a, that's nice and sealed. I won't open that. So, like a nice soap dispenser with a chrome base to it. They're expensive. Looking forward to pricing some of this stuff up. We've got shower hose. See, that looks a bit like a return because it's got a fair bit of dust on it. That's handy, isn't it? I'll have that. Any tools I find can go in the belt. There we go. Kitting me up. I'm happy with that. What's this brand? McAllister. Yeah, I thought it was. Just checking. McAllister's B&Q as well, so we're all on the same lines here. 240 grit Norton sandpaper. More paints. I hope this pallet's not full of paints. And if it is, I hope we've got one of every colour. That would be nice. Large disposable coverall. Verve standard pulp trays. That's something, Magnuson. That is mint. No return sticker. Brand new 6-piece screwdriver set with a rail. And it's a good mix. That's a good set. I like the Magnuson stuff. I've had a few bits of Magnuson over the years, never been disappointed, just good value, and gets you out of a bind if you need something quick. So that's the first tool, and no better time to tell you about this video's sponsor, Coopert. Now, if you're like me, when you're shopping online, you've added everything to your basket, and what do? Just before you click buy, you go to Google and you just type in whatever website it is, and you go through the first page of Google, trying different voucher codes, and usually, I wouldn't say 9 times out of 10, but maybe 6 or 7 times out of 10, there'll be a voucher code that'll knock you a bit off. So it's always worth checking. Now, there are lots of browser extensions out there. The main one shall remain nameless. They're currently being sued, and I had that installed for a long time, but with all the controversy, I've uninstalled it. I'm not happy. It seems like they don't actually find you the best voucher. They just pretend they do. Now, Coopert is a new kid on the block, and they are doing the same thing with the browser extension. They're not being sued, and as far as I can see, they're following the letter of the law. A little line of duty reference there. A Coopert is a free browser extension for your computer on Chrome, Edge, Opera, Firefox, Safari, all of those browsers. They also have a free app, and the plugin does exactly as you'd expect. It does all of that Google searching for you, runs through all the voucher codes that are available, and finds you the best discount on the website right on the basket page. So it's definitely worth having it installed to make sure you got the best deal. One of my favorite features of the Coopert price comparison, which also makes it a bit different, is it's not just searching for the best vouchers and the best discounts at checkout. It also checks that you're actually getting the best price on the item. So I was on the B&Q website looking at a few toolboxes, you know how it is, and it was showing me that same item on other websites, and is it cheaper anywhere else? So it's not just checking vouchers, it's also checking a price comparison, which is just another level really of due diligence when you're at the checkout, making sure you're getting the best deal. And considering I buy a lot of tools that are sold in a lot of different places, it's a winner for me from multiple angles. And another thing it does, along with finding coupon codes, is it also offers cashback at over 76,000 retailers, including Walmart, Temu, Lowe's, so they're big American ones, but also like eBay and AliExpress. Side note, would you like to see me do an AliExpress tools haul? We did Temu and it went down really well. I do use AliExpress and Alibaba a little bit, so I could do a bit of a tool haul on there too. Let me know in the comments if that piques your interest. Now, if you're a bit of a technophobe like me, you might think, how do these work? It sounds complicated. Well, plugins are 2 clicks to install, and you pretty much forget it's there until you're at the checkout of an online store, and then you'll have a little pop-up, 2 clicks on activate coupon, and it's going to do that kind of automatic coupon check, run through all the coupons that it's got in its database, and give you the best deal. So it's really simple. It's not a complicated thing, and it's free to install. So go and check it out now. We'll put a link in the description to get yourself the Coopert plugin. It's definitely an easy add to your browser and to save you some money. And big thanks to Coopert for sponsoring the video. It's the sponsors now that allow me to go further afield, pick up more interesting tools, and go to more quirky locations. So big thanks to them. Let's get back to the pallet. Hey up. That's nice, isn't it? That's about 30, 40 quid, that. Aluminium, it's a ratcheting pipe cutter. It's got a little bit of wear on it, but only a tiny, tiny bit. I would guess that's new. That is a good tool, that is, because that feels the exact same as the Rotenberger one, and they're like a top plumbing brand. It hasn't got Rotenberger on it, but that is my favourite pickup so far. We're not far in. That's nice, another one of these, so it's easier to price check. We've got another mitre box. Speed clamp set, spring clamp set. I've seen that one in B&Q, to be fair. I've looked at that a couple of times. So 3 different sizes, 2 of each size. That's pretty smart. Have you ever seen the price of cleaning supplies in B&Q? Don't go to B&Q for your cleaning supplies, will you? Because it is very, very expensive there. But we've got 3 bags of soda crystals. They're probably 10 quid a bag. A nice big pack of skin-coloured mosaics. And they wouldn't be my first choice. I mean, if you're doing a bathroom, do you really want skin-coloured tiles? Is that the colour? They've got it set up in a bathroom, like a nude. Let me know, have you got your bathroom in a bit of a nude design? I get the feeling, I don't know why they've been returned. Something here, bird and animal barrier netting. And then we've got fixings. I think this is a fixing kit that goes with some sort of like wall radiator heater. I think that's come out of a pack that goes with something. Yeah, that's a fixing kit to go with a towel rail. Cable. Hey, we're getting into copper now. I might get my money back in scrap copper. 1 mil, 10 meters, twin and earth. Put that in my electrical pile. Get this big old red bag. B&Q again, and it says it's a Christmas tree storage bag, up to 8.5 feet. Is that another Christmas tree bag? Scan with transparency app, that's weird, because that is what you write on Amazon items. But then B&Q do have a marketplace now. There's multiple of these in there. I feel like this is a Christmas tree bag. Oh no. Why do you need a bag with a window in the front? Not sure what that is. And there's about 5 in there. More of these. More of these. I can see some curtains. Another return, marketplace, put that in my fabrics pile. Chopping board set. 3 chopping boards. That's a nice one for the charity shop. Jigsaw bits, Bosch. That's the first bit of Bosch, nice. Reset blades, pack of 5 there. Stuff like that is really expensive in B&Q. Hinges, got a fair bit of Bloom hardware. I mean, I keep saying I don't know how that's expensive in B&Q. Well, you pay for the convenience really, don't you? Another Magnuson tool, that's a nice one. That's a folding saw, but with 2 different types of saw. You've got like a hacksaw and then a wood saw. Call that the 2-in-1 jab saw. Smart, brand new again. It's in my Magnuson pile. Getting a full Magnuson toolkit. Citrus food, I needed a drink. Random, innit? Not as random as Amazon, but still very, very random. Don't think there'll be any Brazilian bum cream in this one. More dry liner box, that's nice. I've got single and double mattresses, sorted for them for a while. Big bag of paint. I think I might keep the paint separate. Eggshell, quick dry Dulux. Oh no, they are different colours as well. We've got white cotton, eggshell, timeless, natural cacao. Come to Jono's DIY store, get your small tins of paint and tester pots. Best prices. I've got a local DIY store, my favourite man, Whiteshaws. I think we found some great stuff from Whiteshaws over the time and we could owe him back by giving him first refusal on all of this. Or maybe get some store credit for the old Whiteshaws Aladdin's Cave. Right, I forgot here. Door handles in little bags. Unusual packaging, isn't it? I think I've ever seen these in B&Q like this. They're just like cheap door handles, but they're in like a little pair of knickers. Look, stick that on the table. Mystery box, I love a mystery box. Ceramic knob. I tell you, you're in a pinch if you're having to buy a replacement. Hey, here we go. Got a brand new one of those. So it's PVC pipe shears, and now I know it is definitely a B&Q one because that's the B&Q like basics packaging. More bulbs, E14. I am set for bulbs forever. I've got something here. Wall mounted clothes rack. Return reads it's wrong product sent. Ah, so this is like something you've ordered online. This is a wall mounted rack. Interesting. We're gonna have a right array of decorations for a mad looking room, aren't we, when this is done? Even that thing. This is an over the door hanger. That's quite nice to be fair. That was all the rage at one stage. Maybe it still is, I don't know. Big old piece of metal here. Any guesses what that is? Ah, it's a base for a dryer, rotary line. Another tin of paint, in me tin of paint, pal. That's actually a useful one. Pure brilliant white gloss. That's the only one you need. Another disposable coverall for me coveralls pile. Bit more paint. It's good to get the paint out so it doesn't... I hope I haven't got one of these split. Undercoat's handy. Ah, another tool. That's nice. I'm glad that I've not found any duplicates yet. I'm putting together a nice set here. So combination square, fantastic. And then that is just like a nice alley square. We're getting a nice selection of Magnuson stuff. That is really cool. Hopefully it keeps coming. Chopping board, because the more we get, the better toolkit we can put in foam. Hopefully we find a toolbox in all this mess. Ah, that is nice. A Stanley sharpshooter. Like they use these when they're putting in carpet and it's easy to just bang a couple of hammer tacks in to hold things down. That's a nice pickup. We're getting somewhere now, we are getting somewhere. In amongst all of the random, there are tools mixed in and we've got some more paints. I'm just gonna pick out any of the same item for the price check reasons. Box of light switches, full box sealed light switches, and that's just, I think that's just actually fallen into this box because it's your standard Amazon return box, that is. And there we go, we're into the depths of the bucket now. Ah, another bit of tools. These are the B&Q basic stuff. I'm guessing there was a set of pliers with that as well. We've just got the long nose and the snips. Always happy to find tools though. A Bauer. Hey, I hope we find some Bauer tools. The new range of Bauer stuff is really good. Karcher. Getting somewhere now. Right, I think we do a bit of a summary of what we've got, price check it quickly, and then come back to you. So, let me whiz through the numbers. So we've been through all the prices, tallied it all up. We've got £180 worth of tools, which is pretty cool. This is probably the most expensive tool. This thing here, 36 quid from Screwfix. That's a bit of a beast. It's 180 quid in tools. Then over here, I've kind of started splitting things into categories. There's so much paint, and I was thinking, what are we gonna do with all these random colours of paint? Well, there's actually a food bank not far from us. Next to TG Builders in Northwich, if you're in Northwich area, they actually have like, it's basically like a paint shelf. If you've got a half tin of paint, you can drop it off there, and then someone else can go in there and for free, pick up that tin and look for the colour they need. Maybe it's just a bit of gloss, a bit of undercoat. And I think all of this paint and all these samples would probably be really useful for them. So I've started putting together the suits and the cements and the soda crystals, anything that's useful to them, I've put in that tub there. Got all the home stuff at the back. I've got a bit of a gardening box going. These were like canvas bags for clothes. It took me ages to find out what these were. And it's basically 6 of these in a bag to put clothes in, 100 litres. There's a few packs of 100 litre, a few packs of 150 litres, about £20 a pack. So altogether, it's about £100 in clothes bags. All of the different bits of hardware, these are all individually priced. So what we've kind of done is, we broke them into large hardware, which is about 14 quid, and then smaller hardware, which is about 4 or 5 quid. And that's how we've totaled those up. You know, all of this stuff, like it all adds up, 6 quid for a bottle of that. I just thought, put it in the gardening box. If we get enough gardening stuff, then we can figure out what to do with it. So that's the first third. The box, I don't even think we've scratched the surface there, so I don't even know if we can call it a third, but total so far, everything added together is £1,245.90. Most expensive things, I think those Dulux paints, those Dulux paint samples add a lot because they're £2.45 off the shelf for one, and we've got 72. The paint as well, there's like loads of tins of brand new Dulux paint, £15 for a 750ml tin, and there's 7 tins. So it starts adding up quite quickly, to be fair. Those self-adhesive nude colour tiles, they're £12 and there's 4 sheets. So you can see how it adds up quite quickly. Total so far, £1,245.90. It's looking good. Let's get back into it. Bit more Bloomer hardware. Tub of polyfiller, easy sand interior filler, 2 kilograms. It's gonna be nice if we get a load of decorating stuff. Ah, another tool. Silverline, I didn't know that B&Q did Silverline. Maybe that is purely an online thing. It's a floorboard saw. Right, floorboard saw. We've got another saw, that's good. The tool collection is growing, and we've got another brand as well, Silverline, which is nice. Hopefully that means not everything's Magnuson. There's another saw. Oh, that one's got a bit of the wood varnish on it, but I've got 2 of those now, so that's another one that's easy to price. What else have we got? We've got a little shovel. 0 pence. Look at that, I don't even have to price check that. Marketplace returns. This one is 0 pence. No pences. That is a Hearth and Home metal coal shovel, 4-inch. It's a tool in the tool pile. Got another door handle for my door handle collection. Some brand new bags of hardware. It's a lot of eyelets that is, but got a bag of eyelets. Got a window, replacement UPVC window. They're expensive, aren't they? Got a mat, and that is a Datil sink mat. That's going in the home pile. We can start blitzing through here now. Another box. More safety stuff. Sight. I don't know if B&Q sells Sight. I thought Sight was just a Screwfix brand. Obviously, if you didn't know, Screwfix and B&Q are both owned by Kingfisher Group. Something else, here we go. Definitely not seen that at B&Q. Blood pressure monitor. That is Amazon vibes. Blood pressure monitor. That's cool. And we've got a safety grab bar, grab rail for in your bathroom. Chrome. We're getting some plumbing stuff. That is literally a tail for under a sink. People always buying the wrong tail, always the wrong size. Toilet seat. It says returns not very comfortable. Looks fine to me. What's your problem? Oh look, I've got another blood pressure monitor. 2 blood pressure monitors. This feels like mixed in Amazon. I've seen an Amazon logo at the bottom there too. There's another Amazon. Let's hope we get more random. I've not even scratched the surface yet. Big old steel plate. That's for like big waste pipes, and then that's like a cap for it. We've got a 3-meter tape. We're gonna end up with a full toolkit here, and it works. And we've got a big old screwdriver to go with our screwdriver set. That's nice. What else have we got in here? So we've got some chrome radiator valves. Loads of drill bits. We'll put the drill bits over here. So we've got some jigsaw bits, tweezers, coat hook, big old handle, more plumbing. That's like thick wardrobe hanger. Hey, we're getting into a Bauer hand tools because that is the branding. That is the new packaging for the Bauer stuff. Yeah, it's as if they've had all this and it could have gone back on the shelf, but it's like, oh, it's just too much of a faff. Just chuck it all in that returns and it can all go. And we've got one little sad tote. There's Magnuson. I was hoping for a claw hammer, but we've got this little penny hammer. Magnuson though, tools in the tool pile. Ah, look at that. There's a bag within the box. Should we get this bag out? The thing that drew my eye just bounced out. So what have we got? We've got some super glue. We've obviously got the Marksman, which is what drew my eye. This is a British inventor made this. It fires chalk, and it was on Dragon's Den. That's where I saw it. Tell you how much I like it. It's in my wall here with 100k plaque. Got mine in Germany when I first saw it. What else have we got? We've got some craft knives, chrome switch, more speed fit tools, Magnuson tools. So this is their tri and mitre. Copper fittings. Copper's worth a fair bit, just a scrap. Obviously we wouldn't scrap those, but we're gonna have a right old collection of plumbing supplies here. That is a universal plug. Got more Bloom hardware, more plumbing. We've got a little countersinker, big tube of summit. Maintenance gel, revitalizes oil treated wood, made in Denmark, maintenance gel. Need some maintenance, get the old gel out. Universal drill bits, eyelets, another Bauer, that's a multi-tool, they're flipping expensive. Dremel, hey, that's the first bit of Dremel we've seen. That's for Peachy. This is a big old thing. That is a massive big pile of brackets. 10 brackets in there. Chrome light switch, they're about 10, 20 quid, aren't they? This is gonna take some unraveling to get through this lot. Another tube of super glue. Never have too much super glue. Here's a box of light bulbs, Full box of LED light bulbs. Boxes of screws, 50mm, they're the best one. 50mm are the one I'm always buying for screwing CLS together. Then we've got 25mm. There's another box, 70mm. Happy to get as many screws as possible. I tell you, we are going to be on this for days. I feel like I've already searched for a lot of it, and I've already got a pallet's worth of stuff. Some extra strength antibacterial surface cleaner. Never go wrong with that. 3 boxes all the same in a bag. Door handles, black. Nice matte black door handles, 2 of them. That's a sealed box or something. Smith & Lock destroyed box, what is it? Brand new locks with a thumb screw on the back. Now, I did a fair bit of lock fitting and so many different variations, but they're really easy to install. It's got one, this whole Euro cylinder is held in with 1 screw. You undo that screw in the side of the door and the whole lock slides out. They come in increments of 5mm front and back, and they come in all different sizes. This is quite handy if you want a thumb screw on the back. You can fit one of those and then you don't need a key to get out your house. The problem is though, your kids might escape. Just undo the thumb screw. Drill truck from a Bauer. It's coming together. Look at that, more Magnuson. It's interesting that we've not found loads of the same Magnuson tool. I don't think I've got, other than the speed clamps and the 2 saws, everything has been different so far. Really random. Oh man, hell. There we go. Wilkinson sword. So you wouldn't want to go to battle with that, would you? That's not a very good Wilkinson sword. Poor old Wilkinson trying to wield this thing. Long-handled lawn. That's flipping good, that. Wilkinson sword. I'm not putting that in foam. You're having a laugh. Thought they did razors, Wilkinson sword. Soldering iron, tools, B&Q. I'm dreading the price check on this. Another thing of cable, that is twin and earth 6mm. That's like what you'd buy if you want to do like a cooker, put a wire in a cooker. 5 meters, so if your cooker's across the other side of the room. Right, another bit of a destroyed Amazon box. We've got a toilet cistern fill valve. It's got a few of those now. Another empty box. Christmas lights, and they are a return from the 5th of January 2024. So they bought them, had a lovely Christmas, and then returned. No, they haven't even used them, have they? Look, you can see this pallet, I'm only down to there. It's still absolutely heaving with stuff, this. Just gonna get a different angle. Big old box, looks like sockets, plugs, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not a return, is it? How has this ended up in this pallet? 10 lap sockets. B&Q aren't going to enjoy watching this video, I can tell. If it gets good views and they stumble across it, there's going to be some questions asked. They're going to be saying, why are we buying boxes of lap sockets and they're getting chucked in this old bin bucket, essentially? What's going on? Like, that is a 20 pack of corner braces just sealed, just sat in here. Oh, hello. It's nice to see tool brands that aren't just Magnuson. Oh, look at that. Got someone's half a bottle of water. Just a random, hey, I found my favorite tool in the whole pallet. Are you ready? DeWalt. Now, it's all worth it. I've got a DeWalt speed square and an Irwin clamp. I knew it was worth going around that side. That is amazing. For me, this is a good sign. We're getting some good stuff here now. Big old cut-off blade. Another set of Scorpion blades. I kind of want to do a price check, but I kind of want to just keep going and seeing what's coming. You might have to, this video is going to be me just getting out every item. You're going to have to bear with me because we will have to do a price check at some point, but got another big one of these kind of clothes holders. Stick that over there. We've got more of these radiator taps. I bet you they're expensive. Radiator valve and locks. So literally you buy a nice posh matte black radiator and they're expensive. You're going to need some radiator valves and that's them there. A few packs of those now. Back over to this side where all the good stuff is. So we've got some sandpaper, more of these tap-it, snap-on things, more of those little weird chains, another flex hose. Kind of hoping we see some more DeWalt. That's a loo roll holder. I'll have to keep bringing it over here just so I can sort it out. So all that's plumbing, that's plumbing. I think we're gonna have a really good box of stuff for the charity shop here because there's a lot of this stuff is home related. That's our first bit of Rotenberger in here, plumbing tools. That is a radiator spanner for like bleeding your radiators. Smith & Lock. Where's the keel? Well, there you go. I thought it was coded for a second. I can tell you that's not cheap. My guess on that's 30 quid. I can see another Marksman. Hey, we've got 5 of those. Come on. We always do a giveaway from a video like this. We're looking for 5 of the same item to make 5 kits. I'm feeling quite confident we're going to find something. I mean, right now, everybody's getting a toilet flusher mechanism. Because that's the only thing I think I've got 5 of. And bulbs, and you can all have a metal patras. No, look, we can definitely do better than that. We've got a Marksman, let's consider that. That's our start. So, more bloom. These hinges, 15, 20 quid a pack. Get those there. Get the bloom into the bloom pile. That's a big box. Flat mop and bucket. There's definitely no mop in this. Never seen that before. Flat mop. Oh, there is a mop in there because it's a screw together pole. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Random. Back to the mountain of stuff. There's boxes within boxes here. Cabinet glass shelf support. More cabinet glass shelf supports. Tool. Now it's turned into a tool alert. 1/2 metre ruler. Happy with that. Drill bit. A Bauer. Another bit of McAllister. Never owned anything McAllister. I don't know if they still sell McAllister. Not seen it in a while. But I don't really look out for it, to be fair. Back over here. Hey, I can see another tool. Clamps. They're smart. And I saw something else. When I pulled that out, something moved. And it is Stanley knife. Boom. I'm happy with that. We've got top picks going already. We've got an Irwin clamp. We've got a DeWalt speed square. I've got a Stanley folding knife. These clamps. This is coming together now. Genuinely, this is unbelievable to me. We're not even halfway through this pallet yet. I feel like they've been filling this up for flipping months. And then they just get to a point where it's too full and then they just ship it off. Oh, that's nice. Little bit kit. Bill hook knife. They call that a garden knife. Drill bit. Oh, that's 2. If I get another couple of those, 5 of those, it'd be good. It's coming together. So bill hook knife, screws, bits. I feel like we could start saving these to one side. That is a sealed return and it's got a return label on it. We'll put that to one side and we'll get to those at the end because that'll be a nice little wrap up. Right, I think I'm gonna have to start getting a bit organized with this because I filled the table, I filled that side. So what I'm gonna be doing is anything like this, speed fittings, and there's bags and bags of like flush mechanisms, speed fittings, this is plumbing. Anything plumbing related now, I'm just gonna be putting in this big box here, marked plumbing. And what we'll do is, we might even take that box down to the plumber's merchant and have a discussion with him about the price. Rather than me pricing it up, it's relatively boring. I think it's more interesting to take that whole box of plumbing stuff to the plumbing place and see what he says. So, that's what we'll do with the plumbing stuff. And same with the electrical. Put the electrical in another tote, plumbing in one, and then maybe garden in the other. But I've got 3 totes here. It'll help me dig for tools a bit quicker.
Sounds like a plan.
Another tool there, McAllister. Scraper, 100mm. That's pretty cool. Got loads of these flushes, Flowmaster flushes. I've already put everything off the table in there too, so you can see there is a lot. It's another tail, another plumbing thingy, more push fits. Oh, that's nice, look. That's a good bit of plumbing. That is a tidy looking tap. Nice mixer tap, chrome. I would guess about 30, 40 quid. But you can see plumbing, this pallet is thick with plumbing stuff, but now we are freeing up some room for tools. So we've got a little jab saw there, screwdriver. I can see the wood from the tree. Ah, I've seen something. Something good has peeked its head out. Is that our first Bauer tool? No. But it's a Magnuson claw hammer, and it's a decent one. You can see it's got like a milled face. Nice, that's cool. I'm really pleased with that. We're getting quite a well-rounded Magnuson tool set now, especially we've got a standard length ruler and a jab saw too. What else can we see? We've got a Norton sandpaper holder. We've got a few bits of sandpaper too. More drill bits. Another little banger. This is good. This is good, this is. I did not expect to see this brand in this pallet, and that is Ox Tools. That is nice. That is a really, really nice rafter square. I call it just speed square, but there's another one, look. That is really good. We're still looking for a Magic 5, but I'm gonna keep looking. So let me move all this good tools over to my tool section. So I've got a pile of drill bits, some blades. I've got more drill bits. Got a sanding square, more drill bits. That was my ruler, so that goes in my tools pile. These 2 rafter squares, they are nice. And then we've got Magnuson hammer goes over there. We might get a full Magnuson toolkit at this rate. Back to the mixture. Another bag of hardware. These are like magnetic catches, brand new sealed blister pack. I bought these. What build was it? The skill panel. Go and watch this skill panel. I go to B&Q every video to buy bits of hardware like this. On our French cleat skill panel, we had like a secret door which you opened to kind of put all of the attachments. And I had a load of these. I'm sure they were 5, 6 quid for a pack. And I've got 8 big, massive bag of brackets. That's again, it's a blister pack of little brackets. Same deal. There's Magnuson, Stilson pipe wrench. It's insane how it's all different. I was expecting to find, you know, if there's one set, I saw on the top, the Magnuson saw, I thought there might be a box of 10 of them. But, you know, these don't even show that they're returned or anything. There's no return sticker. There's another Magnuson tool. A small little cold chisel goes with a hammer. Another plumbing, another plumbing. Let's chuck these over. McAllister spool and line. Oh, I think that's for a strimmer. Got some nice boxes of screws. Let's get the boxes of screws out. So there's 1 box of screws, 2 full boxes of screws, 3 boxes of screws. That's going to my screw pile. Right, back to plumbing. Got another flex tail. Got loads and loads of brass and copper fittings, and every time I see that JS Speed Fit logo, I know. So we've got a vent. It's kind of plumbing as well, isn't it? For a dryer or something. Yoink. We've got a set of torque screws, so security torques. More paint samples. Oh, we've got a Magnuson spanner, 14mm. Good, it's coming together. That's wet as well. I have to put these separate so they can dry out. More plumbing, more plumbing. More of those Bosch reset blades. And then all plumbing. Oh, there we go, Stanley. Another bit of Stanley for the kit. Permanent marker. More Bosch reset blades. More hardware. Another box of screws. Always happy to find the boxes of screws. I will use those, absolutely. Another lock. One drill bit holder. Plumbing, plumbing, plumbing. This thing, that's heavy. Oh, that's just hardware. That's a big bag of hardware. Full gate mounting kit, hinges and a latch and everything. Oh, and a big lock. That's all plumbing. They're more Rotenberger keys. Plumbing, drill bit. Big old socket. Magnuson, 27mm socket and another ruler. Is that combi square? That is part of a combination square. The other piece is missing. That is a mountain of plumbing stuff already. Carpenter's pencils. They're a nice pickup. You can split those up. There's definitely more than 5 of those. There's that much stuff. I've literally just got to pull out the interesting stuff now. So let's make another plumbing pile over here. That's plumbing. Plumbing, plumbing, hose clips. Plumbing. Plumbing, hose clamps. Conduit, blanking nut, that's plumbing. Plumbing. Crazy, I'm still baffled by this. Oh, here's something. A nice matte black shower head. That is a brick jointer. So if you're doing pointing, use that to smooth off your pointing. Crazy how these companies are. Oh, here we go, I can see something. DeWalt, made in the US, fixed blade knife. Is that just the packet though? I hope that could be the best or the worst find of the day. Oh, hello. There's a bag within the pile. Let's pull this out. The element of mystery that is just a bag within the box. Another one of these. That is crazy to me. Another 10 double fronted sockets just in there. And then this is just full of paintbrushes. Just a random mirror chucked in the bag, which is kind of plumbing, isn't it? This is mainly paintbrushes in here, and then there's a spool of cable. That's twin and earth, 4mm, 10 meters. I think I'll start laying everything. I think I'll chuck all that plumbing. There's some more plumbing. Right, I think I'll chuck all the plumbing stuff in the plumbing box and try and clear up a little bit. That'll help me judge where we're up to. Right, so that's all of the plumbing stuff. And then let's just sort out this lot as well. So we've got a couple of lights, and then that's another light. Mattresses, bulbs, brackets, got loads of hardware. I'm gonna sort out the hardware separately. Locks, anything Yale, got quite a fair bit of Yale to be fair. Is that the Yale? Yeah, put all that with the lock stuff, and then we've got some more tools on here. Loads of blades and things. Oh, that's Spanner's tools. Tools in the tool pile. Yale in the locks pile. Then we've got hardware, box of screws. My screw collection getting out of hand. To be honest, everything's getting out of hand. Sandpaper. So what have we got now? More hardware. It's easy with all the blades and knives. I'm keeping all them together. That's all drill bits. That's tools. More blades, rulers, blades, hardware, another lock, and then another Yale thing. Yale can go with all the other Yale stuff. Got all of the hardware, and then all these little bits I'll come back to. Right, anything poking out that I've missed? There's another tool, another McAllister scraper in the scraper pile. Right, so that is, I've pretty much gone through this entire quarter. It's still about 6-8 inches deep, and I mean, there you go, there's another tool that I've missed. This is just filled with loose kind of fittings, hardware, brackets, still loads of plumbing stuff. There's another a Bauer thing. There's that DeWalt label, it's fallen back in there. Pulse oximeter, command strips, a tin of roll plugs. That's handy, isn't it? 6mm, always use 6mm red plugs. And then I think that's bulbs. Yeah, that's LED bulbs, full box. That is a full box of bulbs as well. It's all just random. There's so much hardware. Loads of packets of brackets like this. I've never seen those ever in B&Q because they're unbranded, no barcodes. Oh, there's something. Big lock. Anything else jumping out at me? Good home, light pull. Trying to see if I can find that DeWalt knife. Never ending. And you can still see them. It's like scrambling through a box of Lego trying to find the brick you want. You just chuck it all in here just to get it out of the way, just to solve a problem, I reckon. Right, I think that's that tote dug through. I will sort through all this hardware, but I'm going to split it into electrical, hardware. Literally, you go to B&Q, any single one of these packets is a few quid in it. Any single, I pick up anything, you're like, that would be in the raw plug section. Flat screen mounting, it's a bag, it's a few quid. brackets for something. Right, so I think we're just about halfway. I best show you where we're up to. So not only have I still got half a pallet of stuff here to do, or just less than half a pallet, this whole bench is covered. I've got hardware stacked here. I've got a tote of like paint, some garden stuff, cables, lights, locks, just so much brand new stock. Full boxes of patches, you can see. And then over here is literally a mountain of plumbing supplies, all brand new. Everything plumbing related has gone in there. Then we've got all of the bits, drill bits, grinding discs, multi-tool bits, and then moving this way, it's pretty much all tools. Got a few of the highlights. DeWalt square, 2 ox tool squares. Not found 5 of anything yet, but I've got a lot to go through. I've got 2 of the Marksmans, which we will get a few more of those if we need to make 5. We will have a giveaway on this video, and I think it might be a Marksman along with some other stuff, but we've still got a bit to go through. And we've got some rulers, to be fair. It might have to be that these aren't 5 matched giveaways, but there's so much stuff and I want to make sure we get something to give away because you know how we do it on this channel. So I'm overwhelmed, if I'm honest. I'm going to be putting together a toolkit. I've got to. Let's have a quick summary of what tools we've got and I'll lace them out here and I'll show you how the shadow foam works. Right, so I've tallied up all the tools because I think price checking the whole pallet is just not going to be possible. That plumbing box alone is like a day's work to go through. The tools are hard enough. So I've gone through all the tools, some notable things. Wilkinson sword shears, 19 quid. Got the DeWalt square, that was 13. The ox squares are 12. We've got the Stanley knife, which was a tenner. This thing, I think I mentioned this earlier, there was a piece missing off this and I've connected the pieces now, so that's finished and that's one of those expensive tools on the list and that was 36. I got 3 of these now, which is pretty cool. They were 14 quid. What else have we got notable? These. 25 quid they are at B&Q. They're both brand new, and obviously that adds 50 quid in. We've got the hammer, really nice hammer that, I'm really pleased with that, and that came in at 16 quid. 16-ounce Magnuson hammer. So we've added it all up, and you won't believe it. And also, I've included these things behind me. So I've got the McAllister pouch, got another clamp kit, a couple of other bits. I've added all that together, and it came to £579. So the tools alone have covered the cost of the pallet, and I haven't even mentioned I've got drill bits and attachments and all kinds of things over here. I've not price checked all of that. I might try and tally that up roughly at the end. It is mental. So that's the tools so far, and that is a lot of tools. Talking tool hunt, I think we've really hit the jackpot here. I think we've nailed the pallet tool hunt. Such a variety as well. I was not expecting to get other brands other than Magnuson, but to see some DeWalt in there, Stanley, Ox, I can't wait to find what else is in this pallet. 3 big boxes left full of stuff. Hopefully there's more tools, but for now, let me put some of this in foam. Oh, and what's this? A Magnuson toolbox. How convenient. Sadly, I don't think we're going to find a toolbox. The pallet was big enough that as we were going halfway down, I thought there might be. I was expecting to be lawnmowers in the bottom or some big items, but it looks like it's all small stuff. So this is Magnuson brand, which is B&Q's toolbox brand. We make inserts for this one, and I think it's time we organise some of these built-in tools in this box. Right, so I've got a bit of layout going. I've got 2 liners, and I thought I could sort one out, and then I've still got some space for any other tools we might find, because we've still got a lot of pallet to go through. Highlights for me, though, so far. Gotta love the Ox square. I mean, I do like a speed square anyway, but there's something about this, like, really nice anodized blue, which is gotta go in the liner. Another highlight, the old ratcheting cutter. I like this anyway because I've already got one, but I've obviously found 3 of these. Hopefully I can find another 2, but if not, I will buy 2 more. So we love a giveaway. You know how it goes on this channel. It's always 5. So I've got 3 of these already. As a minimum, we're looking for tools. We've got 5 of those. We'll get 5 of those. And as you can see, I've got them in my liner. Also, the hammer. Love this thing. This is a really nice quality hammer. This thing from B&Q is £16, and that's a really nice quality feel hammer. If you compare it to this one behind me, this is the 16-ounce Makita. That was 60 quid, and I prefer the weight of that. It's got a bit of extra length on it too. So that is a highlight for me. Really like that. To be fair, I'm getting good vibes from most of the Magnuson stuff. I particularly like this as well. This is the folding saw, and it's a bit unusual in the fact that it's got the 2 blades built in. Now you can't change them out, which is a bit of a shame, because obviously if you broke one, I do kind of prefer a folding saw that uses reset blades, because then you can replace them and change them out. You can't do that with this, but then this is a lot cheaper. This thing was 15 quid, which isn't bad, is it? That definitely earned a place in my liner. And then we've got the old sharpshooter. Got the fastest stapler in the West for chucking in... I'm glad there's no staples in it, to be fair, because I end up with staples all over my bench. But it's a real hefty thing, this. Yeah, I think they use these for like bull noses. Let me know, what are you using this for? Because I've done a bit of carpeting, but it's usually just a nice simple square room where you're just tucking it in behind the grippers. And that's everything. Sparing a 3-metre tape, and I just thought, well, you've got to love a nice simple quality 3-metre tape, and that's what that is. And it also filled a lovely little gap down here. So, let me cut it all in. And when it comes to cutting shadow foam, it's really, really simple. All you need is one of our basic cutting kits. And if you didn't know by now, these come free with most orders on shadowfoam.com. We make inserts for every power tool case on the market. DeWalt, Makita, Milwaukee, whatever box you've got, we've got inserts that slot straight in. And all you have to do to organise your tools is place the item where you want it to go. You take your scalpel, which comes in the cutting kit, make sure you've got your anti-cut glove on, and then you literally just trace cut around the item. You're just using the scalpel like a pencil, and you're just transferring basically the silhouette onto the foam. And once you've gone all the way around, you move the item out of the way, and then we go back around and make sure we've cut deep enough. So for that square, we want to go at least 20 mils worth of foam. So I'm going to make sure I've overshot that 20 mil mark. So I've cut down about 30 mil there. Once you've gone all the way around, you just start in a corner or like a thin end. So I'm going to start here. You just dig your finger down and you're kind of trying to hook your finger around one of the layers, and then you can start to peel it and pull it back towards yourself. Now it takes a little bit of force. We don't want the layers to fall apart like a banana. We want them to be pretty well stuck because we don't want it delaminating and falling apart. But once you're pulling it, you just follow it along and you can see it just parts nice and easy like that. So there we go. That is the first item done. Get the old set square nicely organised in there. So there we go. Let's cut the rest in and then get back to the other half of this pallet. Right, so there we go. It's crazy to think I've got all these belting tools and I filled a liner and I'm only halfway through the flipping pallet. I've got 3 big boxes, almost 3/4 of the bottom bit left to go through. I can tell they're rammed like that other quarter. So hopefully though, we can find 2 more of these ratchet cutters, a couple more marksmen would be nice. I wouldn't mind a couple more Stanley knives, a couple more of those, and we'll round it out into a nice little giveaway. But let's get back to it, see what else we can find. Bit more super glue, another tool straight out the gate, 1/2 meter ruler, Magnuson. Nice, we're getting a few super glues to be fair. And then this is super glue, Gorilla Super Micro Precise Glue. This is like a full retail box of Gorilla Glue. So you can tell this isn't a return, this is literally come from the distribution centre, because you'll see, that's how they go out on the shelf, isn't it? But what can I see there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 for the giveaway. This is why I love a random pallet, because you just don't know what's going in the giveaway. I think that is a perfect little item. What household doesn't need super glue? So there we go. May as well add them to the giveaway. 5 of them, 1 for me. What else have we got? Shower head. Pretty sure we've had 5 shower heads now, but all of that stuff's got to go in the plumbing box really. I can see just there poking out some more tools, 2 things. That is a beauty. Another item from Ox. I've never seen Ox tools in my B&Q at all, and that is now the 2nd Ox tool. So I don't know if these are like marketplace returns or what, or you can get them on the B&Q website, but that's a beauty, that is. We've never done anything on Ox tools, but I can tell you if a few more tools come out, that could be the next video. Ox tools. Right, let's keep going. Ooh, a lovely little handbag. Hanging seagrass pouch. That can go in the household stuff that goes to the charity shop, I think. This plumbing box is nearly full, so I'm going to get another plumbing box going. Stick it there so I can speed through a little bit. Plumbing, more hardware. I have got a hardware box going. I'm going to have to bring that over too. So that's my hardware box. Plumbing, more reset blades, more reset blades. These are expensive. These are adding up. 10 quid a pack of these Bosch reset blades. Hardware, gloves. I'm going to have to get a PPE box going too because there's loads of bits of PPE. Another box, inner handle unit. Oh, it's mad this, like when you find a box like that, it could just be any old piece of rubbish, couldn't it? But you open it and you're like, whatever this is, it's loads of them, brand new. Oven bulbs, mental, I have got a bulbs box. The hardware store might be interested in this lot, because if you're looking for an oven bulb, it's the kind of thing you just want to walk in and grab, don't you? Full bag of ladies' gardening gloves. It's 5 of them. We'll see what else comes out of the pallet, but they may be included. There's some clamps. You can never have enough clamps. Plumbing. More reset blades. Oh, Stanley. Hey, look at that. Stanley knife. That's nice. A couple more of them would be good. So we've got 5 gloves. We can stick a pair of them in our little giveaway. So we've got some glue. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 nice new pairs of sight gloves. And ladies. Why not? Why not do the ladies' gloves? There were 10. How did I count 7 earlier? That's weird, isn't it? Hardware, plumbing, hardware. Another mystery box of some description. That's a plug. Chrome push button plug. I have to get another box. There's loads of little hardware and I don't want to chuck all the big hardware in with the little hardware, so let me get another box. Small hardware can go in there. Oh, that was hardware. That's hardware. I don't even know what that is. What's that? Internal drawer pull. Drill bit. 1 drill bit. Big hardware. Oh, I see another Ox tape measure. That's nice. Oh, it's the same one. 5 of them would be nice. I would be genuinely intrigued to know what B&Q thought of this. It's clearly part of their process that they do this. They must know about it. But I suppose what they don't know is the extent of the problem. What's going in here and just create how much stuff. gets launched in this box. They'll be pleased to know that we will deal with it all responsibly. Nothing will go to waste on this pallet. The second good thing is all the homeware, anything that can go to charity will do. Oh, here we go. My first Bauer tool. So, I think I mentioned this earlier. I was hoping to find some of the new Bauer branded stuff. So basically, Magnuson have always been the hand tool brand for B&Q. But recently, only in the past 6 months, I'd say, they've brought out the Bauer hand tools, and they're really good. The ones I've seen in store are really, really good. You can kind of understand why that one's ended up in there. But lifetime warranty tools from B&Q at Bauer. Hopefully find a few more bits. That's nice. Where's my Irwin chisel gone as well? That is a top pick. Handy size too, 15mm. The 19mm's the best one really, but proper Marples chisel and a Bauer screwdriver is very nice to find. It's so tempting to just go scrolling through it, but I'm gonna have to organise it at some point, so this is insanity. More reset blades. More reset blades. Wow, these reset blades, I've already had 8. There's another 9 there. Reset blades for life. Another one, 3. That's a nice sign. 3 of them. That's a big packet of something. There for trellis, so that's nice. That can go in the gardening box. It's adding a bit of variety to this gardening box. That goes in the home pile. Oh, I see another tool poking out the side. That's good, isn't it? End cutter, another Magnuson tool that we don't have. We'll have a count up the random stuff later. All right, back to it. Plumbing, plumbing, plumbing. Reset blades, decorating. Oh, that's a bag. I like a bag. Let's pull that out. Helps keep your boots clean while transporting. So that's a boot bag. Here's a box. We love these. Angled sash brush. Oh, I thought it was going to be some sort of brush to go at the bottom of a door or something. But it's actually paintbrush. So we got a full box of those. That's pretty cool, isn't it? How many is that? 6 pieces. Huh? I think we'll make a really lovely little giveaway. We're getting a few nice bits now. Another box of something sealed. Pattresses. More locks. More boot bags. One size fits all boot bag. I can see the bottom of the box. Plumbing, plumbing. We are getting somewhere now. Big box of screws. Always happy for a box of screws. Oh, a knife. Oh, that's a different type again. Stanley knife. Spring loaded. That's a pretty cool one. So that puts on 4 Stanley knives of random assortments. Shower head. We're near the bottom now, so I'm gonna have a bit of a... Oh, that's cool, look. Little Rotenberger mini cutter for copper pipe. They're a few quid, I reckon. That's definitely a tool as well. Another Magnuson socket, 12mm, 1/2 inch. I think if you're watching this asking yourself the question, is it worth it to get one of these pallets? Well, yes, entirely, because there's far more money's worth than 550 quid on this pallet. Far more. Are you going to be able to sell it all? You could set up a mini hardware store and sell it over the course of your life. I think the trick for this one is going to be, I got it for cheap. Can I sell it to someone else for still really cheap? And then that way, you know, we know a few hardware stores around here, and if I speak to them, if I can pass them on a great deal, that means they can, you know, sell all of this stuff at a good price. It means everyone's a winner. So for example, Whiteshaws is already great value, and he can sell these things at far cheaper than B&Q. So it means anyone buying from him's winning. And I just got to dig through a pallet of random stuff for a day, which, you know, it scratches an itch I never knew needed scratching. There we go. Right. We've got some clarity on the situation, and as you can see, they're still absolutely full. But I can see some tools poking out already. Can you see the tools poking out? Guess now, because then you'll be including the giveaway. First thing that I've noticed, right there, Magnuson VDE screwdrivers. That's a nice little set. Be nice to have a proper look at Magnuson tools, to be fair, because some of the stuff's cheap and cheerful, whereas some of the stuff seems like really good. Nice to see another new Magnuson tool. These are cutlery trays, they're home. Got a bag with some deionized water. Hey, that's good. That's going in the forklift. Boosh. Happy with that. What's this? Let's open a sealed box. Or should we put this in our sealed box pile over here? Continue on with our quirky sealed boxes for the very end. This has turned into a big job. Right, so we've got hardware. Another mystery box, but I can see it's a bulb, so no mystery there. More paint as well for the paint collection. Back to saying plumbing 1,000 times. That's kind of hardware. That's electrical. That's plumbing. That's household. Smoke alarm. Household. Another box. Oh, that's heavy. Oh, that is a good one. I think this is another one of those pick a mix section boxes. Well, that is an entire bag of 6mm washers. Sadly, they're not stainless, but I'm never going to run out of 6mm washers in all my life. And 6mm is a very common size, and that is a full box of thousands of 6mm washers. That's a good pickup. Oh, another good sign. Oh, and I can see the knife there as well. There you go, it's fallen out the packet. So we've got 2 folding knives. Got a hanging basket. 2 folding knives. It's like a safety knife, I guess. When you let go, it springs back in. That's pretty cool. So we've got 2 of those, 1 of those, 2 of those. So definitely Stanley knife in the giveaway. Got the glue, hopefully 2 more of these, and then the marksman. But we're looking good. Big box of marigolds. Hardware, hardware. That's a fair bit of money. Chrome mixer tap. Put that in the plumbing. 2 bags of the soda crystals. Another tool, Magnuson, VDE. Is that another tool? Magnuson, is that another one as well? Are they the same? There we go. That's what you'd expect really, wouldn't you? Just a pile of, they've just chucked in a handful of the same thing, but there's another one there. From your screwdriver pile, that's plumbing. Plumbing, massive big deadlock. Got a few of these Yale things on the top. I'm gonna have to have a bigger lockbox to be fair. Oh, I'm getting tired. Oh. Bag of brackets. What's in the box? What's in the box? A load of ceiling roses. Spanner, 13 mil. That's actually a useful size, 13 mil. Could we get a spanner set? Oh, there you go, another tool. Junior hacksaw. Oh, I can't, it's so tempting to just be like, shh, shh, shh. There's something. File. Hey, we've got some needle files. Now we've got an actual big file. Is that like an engineer's file? Knife, another one. That's cool. And I'll take these tools over. Right, actually, this might work out nicely now. It's got 3 of those ones. Can't remember what size spanner I had before. Is that it there? So I've got a 14 mil and a 13 mil spanner. We're a long way away from a set of spanners. Nice to have an engineer's file though. I've got 3 of these long slotted screwdrivers. Junior hacksaw. It's coming together. This looks promising. This is the first one of these I found. It's a sealed box. Well, not sealed, but as you can see, it's kind of sealed. And it's got Magnuson in it. And what's it got? That's cool, isn't it? I've never seen one of them in the store. Ah, it's a carpet bolster. For a second I was thinking, what's that? It's a weird sort of chisel that is, but actually it's a chrome, nice clean. You don't hit it with a hammer, you just carpets into corners. So that's more of what I expected actually, like a blister pack of tools. But it's strange that there's 4 bolsters. Flat washers, there's something. Hacksaw. So we've got a junior hacksaw and a full-size hacksaw, and then whatever this box is in my hand. Oh, it's the exact same one, you can see it on the front. Another box, pick a mix, 6 mil. Like, that is a classic example. Why is that been launched in here? Silver screw, box of screws. Another box of something sealed. So this is a box of loads of sanding paper. So that's me sorted for sanding paper for the next few years. 60 grit. Another box of something. That's ceiling roses too. Plumbing, 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 plumbing mental, plumbing, plumbing. Another box of screws, nice. Ah, there we go, another tool. Flexible bit driver there, handy for putting a smoother in, so that's pretty cool. And another screwdriver. I don't think that's the same as that other one we had, it's a slightly different size again. Got another big sealed box, and I'm guessing it's sandpaper. Is it a different grit though? Handy to have a nice fine grit. 60's pretty rough in it, but no, we're set for 60 grit. Everything's gonna be rough as. We don't sand things smooth here, we just sand them relatively smooth. At least this one is actually fairly empty now. Right, I think we are on to the final box. Have we saved the best for last? Well, every box has surprised me, and I do not doubt that this box will surprise me. There's no surprise here though, soda crystals. Straight out the gate. Another box of ceiling roses, lamp holders. That's interesting, what's this thing? Ceiling light, a little trio. That again, that's kind of more of what I'd expect as a B&Q return, because it feels like that's the typical thing they sell, isn't it? A light, and then they've returned it. It's not working, but it's brand new, that one. In my lights pile, brand new pile. Another random box, I'll put that in my mystery pile up there. We've got a solder mat, Rotenberger. That's kind of a tool, isn't it? Paint, and I can see the top of a tool, nice. So we've got some undercoat, some gloss paint, big old grab handle. The bottom of this pallet's come a lot quicker. Plant pots with a switch inside. Another tin of paint. I'm glad none of these have bust open, because that would have literally ruined it. Got another light fitting. Another light. And then we're into the final little bit now. So we've got another big box of screws. They are good, 50 mil. They're the right size you need. Anytime I'm doing CLS or work with 3B2, 50 mil screws are great. And I think we're getting to the very end now. And we've got another jab saw. This is like the B&Q's 150 jab saw, 150 mil. And I think that is the end of the pallet. Just got hardware, switches, sandpaper, nothing really major left. What a flipping pallet, that is unbelievable. I got a bit tired at the end and I've just piled it all around me. But there we go, we have got an absolute mountain of stuff. And it's not finished there. Got these up here, what's these boxes? So, nice to have a few extra mysteries at the end. So this one is, I'm not sure. What the heck is it? A gory bookends. Random, innit? Definitely wouldn't have thought B&Q sold that. Let's go for this next one in order. Door handles, chrome door handles. Another one. Tools, worth the wait, guys. It was worth the wait. These are like trim tools when they're made out of plastic, like a little crowbar, but made out of plastic, usually for like popping door trim off. Again, not something you'd expect from B&Q. Finally, let's have a look what this one is. Victrex, sign of a professional job. grout finisher. And there we go. Final tool of the day is a whole load of grout finishers. And there's definitely 5 of those. Why did I grab them all out? 10 grout finishers, boom. So there we go, that is the last item, the grout finishers. I've got a bit of a mammoth task now, straightening everything out. Every surface is covered, I've got stuff all over the floor, so I don't fully know what we're doing in this giveaway. So I've got to tidy it all up. There's a bunch of items I've been chucking over here, and I'm pretty confident there's 5 of them. So I'll make a lovely little bundle for the giveaway, and we'll sort that out. We'll also sort out the price of the tools. We've had some great stuff come out of this last bit of the pallet, the ox tape measures and whatnot, so I'm sure the price has really jumped up. As regards the hardware and all that stuff, we're not going to be pricing it, but I'll put it all into categories, and we'll take it to the hardware store and see if we can get some money. And then it'll give you a proper idea of where all this stuff ends up. So we've got a big charity box going, we know where that's going, we know where the stuff's going to the food bank, all the paint, but all the hardware stuff needs a proper home. I can't just have it sat here forever. May as well go to the hardware shop. So we've got all that to come, but let's get tidied up. Right, so I've sorted everything into categories, and it was a flipping nightmare if I'm honest, because if you just imagine B&Q with all the aisles and all the different categories of stuff, well, there was basically a mixed bag of everything from every aisle in that pallet, and in order to actually deal with it all properly and not just waste it all, to make sure we can get some value back, I needed to split it all up. Now, the plan for it, I'll talk you through all the different categories, and I can't really value it, but I can give you a rough idea about some of the highlights and some of the expensive stuff. I've got all the tools over here, and I've price checked all of the tools, and I've got double my money back from the tools alone, which is great. We've got an amazing giveaway going, loads of stuff to talk you through, but let me talk you through all of the stuff in the different categories and the plan. So, over here we've got plumbing. That's a full box of speed fit. This stuff adds up. Speed fittings aren't that expensive, but you can see that's an entire tote, all JS, brand new speed fit. Anything that was a bit loose or random, I've put separate, because the plan for this is to try and take it to hardware retailers and get some proper money back for it. And the plan for the money that we raise from all this hardware sales is to go to charity, and I'll talk you through the charity shortly. It's a very relevant one, and it's an amazing charity. It's been a little bit of a hint in the video this whole time, actually. This is all brass and copper. Every single one of these little bags is a brand new copper fitting or brass fitting. There's stop taps in there, there's little valves, there's olives, bends, all that's brand new copper fittings. All of this is like all the random plumbing stuff. Everything from the plumbing aisle that's small and not JS Speed Fit, all this. And then this is all Flowmaster fittings. That's a full box of Flowmaster stuff. Then we've got all of these different Talon clips and pipe clips and packs, all brand new. It's crazy amounts of stuff. That's not even all the plumbing stuff. I've got a full box of locks, Yale, Euro locks, all random. There's not really more than 1 or 2 of any item. It's like as if the rule was, if there's one loose one, chuck it in the pallet, but it's all new, so I'm sure we'll get some good money for this. That is a full box of basically plastic fittings and plastic hardware. Then I've got a full tote here of metal hardware. This is all big, small, different sorts of brackets, all brand new again, everything in packets. Same here, this is all like, in B&Q they have a whole section for basically like wardrobe rails, and this is all the hardware for them. A full box of hardware just for wardrobe rails. Then we've got a full box of coat hooks of all different shapes and sizes, and then that is all hinges, different sizes again, but everything's sealed. It doesn't end there, it just goes on and on and on. This is all of the decorating stuff. There's about 15 tins of paint, loads of samples, literally loads of these. There's loads of different sandpaper blocks. Got 6 bags of the soda crystals, overshoes, some filler, some oversuits. All of that is going to be going to the food bank, because basically my local food bank has got like a little decorator centre next to it, and it's all for like half tins of paint. So all those full tins of paint and all the samples, and oh, look at this. This was a whole tote of 20mm paintbrushes, plus some other bits. We've got loads of the grout finishers and all of that, including like the sand paddle, all of that stuff. All of that can go to the food bank. This one will be taken to the plumber's hardware merchant, along with all this other stuff. There's a couple of local small plumbers merchants in Northwich, and the plan is to take all of the plumbing stuff there and see what they'll pay me for it, basically, because I think they'll actually be able to sell it and get some good value at it, so it's a win for them. I don't really need much, to be honest, because I've had my money back in the tools and we've made a cool video, so whatever I can get for it can go to the charity. Look at this, all them different shower hoses. There's like 9 of those, all brand new shower hoses. All of these radiator valves and thermostatic valves, and this is just random plumbing stuff, including vents, vent covers, the radiator pipe clips. In here is just mental amounts of hardware. This is probably the heaviest box. Full bags of latches, door handles. That's a full box of 10 chrome door handles. Then you can see all of this. You recognise that branding. All the B&Q Bloomer stuff. A full flipping box of it. It's insane. Loads of door handles. Over here, we've got all electrical. Some brand new cables, glands, full boxes of stuff, like a whole box of wire clips. That one is all random mixed hardware from B&Q. So fixings, fasteners, all brand new bags of that stuff. Here, in this one, it's all bulbs. Brand new blister packs, all bulbs, different shapes and sizes, but all brand new. This is all electrical. Now, the plan for this, again, there's a couple of electrical wholesalers. They're not your big chain stores like CEF. I doubt CEF could help me with any of this because, you know, they've got their own distribution centre. They're probably doing their own returns pallets, CEF. But there's a couple of local independents. And I reckon if I take this box down there, if you look in this box here, this is the perfect example because a local independent will look at this pallet and they'll think, well, look at that. 20 white double front sockets. There's a box of 10 in there, box of 10 there. That's perfect. Loads of back boxes, pattresses. Doesn't matter what brand of pattresses, does it? We've got loads of light, some chrome switches and some sealing roses, full box of sealing roses. These are all sealed boxes. 2 full boxes of like the dry lining boxes in a double and a single. Loads of lights. I'm planning to take that all to the electrical wholesaler and see what can I get. Final box here on the floor is all basically bathroom accessories. It's like there's a bunch of shower heads. I think there's like 5 or 6 shower heads, some toilet roll holders, loads of other bits and bobs like that. But the highlight probably is the mixer tap and then another mixer tap. So there's that one, which is like a bath mixer tap. And then that's another like nice chrome mixer tap. So there's a fair bit of value in that box alone. Loads of handrails and stuff. So it's all split up. So that'll go to the plumbers merchants. Hopefully, there's a couple, like I said, there's a couple of local hardware stores, a couple of electrical, a couple of plumbing ones. And, you know, we frequent them. They know me. I think we'll be able to find a win-win. And we're not quite finished because I've got another load of random stuff over here. So we ended up with 4 blood pressure monitors. Goodness, that's so random in my opinion. And we've got 8 finger pulse oximeters. So that was crazy. Like, that is really random. I don't understand what's going on there. And then this box is full of like homeware stuff. So we've got that knitting bag, some boot liners, the Christmas tree bag. Feels like days ago that I flipping got the Christmas tree bag out. The wreath bag. We've got the duvet set, the curtains, the tiles. All of that is going to go to the charity shop, I think, because a lot of this is like like a dish rack or whatever. It's all quite standard home stuff. It'll be great. It's all brand new. It'll all go to that'll just go straight to the charity shop. We've got some cleaning stuff, and then there are some things I will be keeping. So what have we got? Oh, here we go. All of these can go to the food bank. Hundreds of sheets of sandpaper. It's a pity it's all the same one, 60 grit. I mean, it would have been nice if there was one box of 60 and then one box like 120 or something. But there's 2 of those. They can go with the decorating stuff. And then we've got the tools, which is what we're keeping or not keeping. We're giving a load of it away. Yeah, I'm still finding stuff. I forgot about the fire cement. I think the fire cement might have to go to the hardware store because it's a bit niche. I don't want to dump stuff at the charity shop that's random. I'd prefer to sell it, get money and give that to the charity rather than trying to give them something that they're going to be like, who's going to the charity shop for fire cement? And then we've got screws. Now, I'm pretty happy just keeping all this because there is a good mix of sizes. Obviously, I've got this humongous box of 16 mil, which that'll probably last me a lifetime. But I think in terms of what's usable here, I've got loads of little organisers, and I think screws, it's never bad to have more screws than you need, and I'll probably keep a few brackets and things. So before I show you the tools and the giveaway, I'm going to go and try and sell all of this. Now, I haven't mentioned the charity yet, but it's Band of Builders. I talked to the chaps at Band of Builders at the installer show. I'd already heard of Band of Builders, but I didn't quite know the extent of the work that they do and how many families they help and how they help just tradesmen in general. I bought a band and it says, give yourself a break, which I love that message. I think it's very easy to just keep slogging away and just keep working and not talking about your problems. Tradesmen are particularly known for not sharing the problems and just kind of, brute strength and ignorance through any sort of problems. But Band of Builders are all about talking and not keeping it all in, bottling it all up. What we're going to be doing, we thought it was the most relevant charity to help out with all this. Why not? Sell all of this building material, brackets and hardware and raise some money to give back to Band of Builders. And I'm sure B&Q will be happy to see their pallet liquidated into money for Band of Builders. And obviously the other thing is I won't be asking a lot of these hardwares. I'm basically going to go there and ask them what will they give me. I've split it up. I'm not going to try and offload the whole lot at the plumbers or the whole lot of the electrical centre or the whole lot at Whiteshaws DIY. We'll put all that money together. We'll get a good pool, give it to Band of Builders. At the same time, we'll drop off all of this stuff at the food bank and then we'll get to the tools. I'm going to save the giveaway reveal until after I've offloaded all of this stuff. Let's get all this loaded in the van and let's get out on the road and find out how much money we can raise with this lot. So first stop, NES, Northwich Electrical Centre. If you're in the Northwich area, this is the new estate just by Winnington. And Steve, I know Steve, hopefully he can take some of the electrical stuff off our hands. Let's go and see him. Morning, Steve.
Morning, Jonathan, you okay?
Yeah, good. Bit of a random one for you. Now, I did send you a picture of our crazy pallet, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, I've sorted out all the electrical stuff. I didn't want to overwhelm you with just random stuff, but if you pop round here, I'll show you kind of what we've got. So, This box is full of all sorts of bulbs, and then this one is your real random hodgepodge of like electrical wholesaler stuff, so I thought perfect for you. I know these might not be the brands that you usually stock, but hopefully there's a home for somebody here, or they could go to somebody. Mattresses, and then the metal back boxes, and all sorts of, it's crazy what came off this pallet. Even this kind of thing. Like full box of these batteries. I don't even know what that's for, but...
Neither do I.
But the plan, Steve, just to bring you into the picture, is I got all my money back off this pallet through the tools, and I've got all of this, I've split everything into electrical, plumbing, locks, hardware, and whatever I can sell this stuff for, we're going to be sending to Banda Builders. And basically Banda Builders do loads for construction, for mental health.
Yeah, when there's a right mix of stuff here, I mean, a lot of it will be sat on the shelf for a while, but... I know Banda Builders do a lot of good, so I'd like to help if I can.
And there's this box, I forgot to mention this one.
Okay.
So this is like a couple of outdoor lights with PIRs on, and then some of the other stuff. Like I say, it's random, but...
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
You know, and then that's some sort of lamp, big box
holders.
of lamp holders.
Yeah.
So what do you reckon for everything?
250.
250?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I mean, I'm trying to get to about £1,000 for everything. I think a nice round number, 1,000, so... Because I've got plumbing and hardware, if I can get maybe 300 for each of those categories, that'd kind of set me up nice. Do you reckon you could do 300?
Yeah, go on.
100 quid a box?
Yeah, no problem.
Happy days. Thanks very much, Steve. Right then, on to the next place. Right, so, Plumber's Mate. If you're in the Northwich area and you're looking for plumbing stuff, Plumber's Mate is the best spot. It's on the Beaver Centre opposite the Salt Museum, and they've got everything you need plumbing supplies wise, and they supply and fit bathrooms too. So, I know Johnny, hopefully he's here, and hopefully he can use some of this plumbing stuff we've got. Let's go and see. Right, Johnny, nice to see you. I'll show you all the stuff we've got. So it's a bit of a van full, but I've kind of grouped it together as best I can to make it as less overwhelming as possible. So I've got 20 fill valves.
Yeah, very nice.
All the fill valves you'll ever need.
Definitely.
And then we've got this big old box here. Everything is new from B&Q. There's a load of shower hoses and radiator
Looks
valves.
good, yeah.
Some good stuff there, and it's kind of it's still a bit of a lucky dip, that box. So that's all. There's some McAlpine fittings.
Yeah, they're the best.
So I'll move that one over here. We've also got a big box of brass and copper. And I suppose that's where the money is, because they're getting more and more expensive, these bits, aren't they?
Yeah, of course they are.
Brass and copper, price only ever goes one way, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And then we've got this whole thing. This is like all sorts of like soap dispensers and
we could certainly use those. Definitely.
Mixer taps, bits and bobs. I mean, there's two mixer taps. There's that one, and then there's that one. They're still nice in foam and whatnot. And then this one, this is probably the most up your street, or at least I thought, because I know that you do all of the speed fit stuff, don't you, and all the different plumbing stuff. Well, that is a full bag of speed fit stuff.
Yeah, perfect. We'll use that, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you looking for this?
Well, we're trying to get about £1,000 altogether for everything. Yeah. So I'm just looking for you, basically, what could be your best on all this, do you reckon?
I think 350, 400, what do you think?
400 for charity?
Go on, sold.
Happy days. Thanks,
Happy
Johnny. Thanks very much.
Yeah, come on, get it in. Let's get it sorted.
Brass and copper first.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Next stop is Weaverham Hardware. Now, there's nothing this place doesn't have. I lived in Weaverham for most of my life, and I don't think I ever came here and didn't find what I needed. So, pretty sure Graham's here. I did give him a forewarning. I told him I was on my way. This place sells pretty much everything, so I'm pretty sure all of the stuff we found in that pallet would be useful, but I'm gonna let him have a look through the bags and boxes, see what he can take, and see if we can add some more money to the kitty. So, let's go and find him. Right, Graham, let me show you.
Okay.
I mean, it is quite random, but I'm sure you're going to recognise a lot more of this stuff than I even do.
Yeah, definitely.
So, first and foremost, this is a bag full of pretty much all Yale stuff, like Euro cylinders, and then handles, and different locks, master, and there's not much the same.
But it's a variety.
And it's all brand new and packaged.
Yeah, it's all stuff that we sell.
This is a gardening box, and we've got, I mean, that was good. Loads of ladies' gardening gloves, and you've got a gardening section, haven't you?
We have, yep, and we do fire cement. We've got a fire section as well.
This was funny, marked up as 0 pence. I think you could probably sell it for more, but...
Yes, we'll have a go.
I put that with a fire cement. So we've got that, we've got the bag of locks, and then there's 2 of these boxes. One of them's going to go to the food bank with all the paint, but I didn't want to overrun them with sandpaper, so I thought one could go.
Yeah, definitely. It's a popular line for us, so yeah, ready.
And then just some tools. What do you reckon?
Don't know, go on, what are you looking for? Give me a ballpoint. A
ballpoint, yeah. It's a bit, I appreciate it's a bit hard to price. Well, we're trying to get over £1,000 for Banda Builders, so if you could do around 300 quid on it all.
Yeah.
Is that all right? Not too,
yeah,
I don't want to stretch it too far, but
that's fair, yeah, because
Like I said, there's loads in there. We'll be able to sell it.
You reckon?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Amazing.
Oh, no problem.
Thanks very much, Graham.
No problem,
right,
thank you.
Let's get it indoors.
Brilliant, thank you.
Right, so one of my last stops is Whiteshaws DIY. Now this place is just around the back of B&Q in Northwich, and they've got everything you could possibly need for any sort of hardware job you're doing. Come and check this place out before you go and check B&Q, because you never know, they've got pretty much everything, and I always come here first just to see. You always support a local independent. Now I've got all the stuff out of the van already just to save a bit of a job. Just to make it a bit easier for Graham. Hopefully some of this big hardware stuff is ideal for him, but let's go inside and find him. Right, I'll show you all this stuff I've got, Graham. It's a bit of a curveball. You never saw this one coming on your Monday morning, but
right.
I know you do a lot of hardware stuff.
We do.
Well, I've sorted into groups. This is all basically the big hardware. So it's all like gate hinges, and there are some like door handles and things. It's a mixed bag. Everything's packaged, everything's barcoded. It is a mixed selection. That's hardware. And then over here we've got like random fixings and fasteners and everything packeted, some lamination strips. And then that one is full of hinges, so it's all B&Q but all new packets.
Right, yeah.
And then that one's all coat hooks of all types and styles. So basically what we're doing is we're liquidating all this stuff, and then all the money's going to Band of Builders, which is a charity that supports mental health within the construction industry. So yeah, what do you reckon you could do on it all?
Right, well...
Now I've guilted you about the charity.
Yeah. Well, I always like to help a charity, so...
And we're frequent customers of Whiteshaws. We've been down here for the £100 toolkit, the £50 toolkit. You go and watch those videos here. We're always on the hunt for tools, and we find a lot of good bargains at Whiteshaws.
Well, how does 200 sound?
I think that is more than fair. 200 quid.
With that?
I am happy with that, yeah. I was hoping you'd say around 200. That gives me a nice round £1,200 so far, which will make a nice big check for Band of Builders. So, happy days. Do you want me to help you get inside? So last stop on the mission is Changing Lives Together, which is like our local hub for changing lives. It's called the Very Green Grocery, next to TG Builders in Lostock in Northwich. And essentially they're a food bank that takes food that was going to go to waste and repurposes it and distributes it across local families. They also have a decorator centre, which I think is going to be perfect for all the paint and sandpaper and stuff. They do some great work this place, and if you're close by, they also make an amazing breakfast. So let's head inside. Right, here's the last bag. How are you doing, Tim?
Hi.
Good to see you.
And you, thank you.
So a bit of a crazy one for a Monday morning, but we've got a few boxes that I thought would be suitable, because obviously you've got the food bank here, but you've also got like the what do you call this bit?
Yeah, the decorating centre, yeah.
Decorating centre.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll talk you through. I've got, off this pallet, we ended up with loads of like small tins. They're all about 750 mil. And there's a nice spread of like satin wood, gloss, there's a couple of wood stains and stuff.
Absolutely brilliant, yeah.
Is that all right? And then
yeah.
In here, I thought, this is unusual, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's probably hundreds of these different Dulux samples, so
yeah.
I don't know whether they're useful for someone to do like a mural or
absolutely,
some
yeah,
sort of
yeah. I
decorating.
tell you what, because it's school holidays
Yeah.
coming up, and we do activities for children. Fantastic.
They could be good, yeah. Yeah, brilliant. Happy days. And then that's a big bag of PPE. So PPE came out in mixed sorts, so gloves and overshoes and whatnot.
Again, always useful.
So just for anyone at home, do you want to just tell us what Changing Lives does?
Right, Changing Lives, we are a charity, and our aim is to save items from going to landfill. So here at Lostock is the food centre. So all the food in the warehouse there would normally be going to landfill had we not intervened.
Yeah,
so we can now redistribute it to all food banks throughout Cheshire.
It's a massive big distribution centre at Winsford,
yeah,
isn't it?
It is, yeah.
You just help so many different families
That's
across
right,
the
yeah.
Cheshire area, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Happy days. Well, hopefully this goes to good use.
That's fantastic.
Thanks very much, Tim.
Thanks again, brilliant.
I will see you next time.
Okay, you will, thank you.
So that's all the money collected, £1,200, and I couldn't miss the opportunity to get a big cheque printed. I've always wanted to do one of these, so I've got the cheque with me. I've come to Bolton Tool Fair to hand over the cheque to Band of Builders. So I'll have a quick look around the show, find the Band of Builders guys, and hand over the cheque. Let's go and have a look. Right, I found the Band of Builders booth. Here we go. Big cheque for you.
Wow. Wow, thank you.
Never done a big cheque before, and I thought, I've got to take my first opportunity. We've done some fundraising. I don't think you'll fit it in your pocket, but...
No. Can we take this to the bank?
You could try. I think they'll accept it. I mean, it is official. So we've been doing some fundraising for Band of Builders. We've just officially partnered with you, and we want to do something exciting to kick off with. So we've liquidated a B&Q returns pallet. We sold all the stuff to local hardware and wholesale companies. So this was a pot put together from Northwich Electrical Supplies, Plumber's Mate, Whiteshaws DIY, and Weaverham Hardware Store. So big shout out to those guys. Thank you very much for taking all of the B&Q stuff off our hands. And if you don't know what Band of Builders is, can you just bring everyone up to speed, Kelly?
I can. So Band of Builders is a national construction charity providing life enhancing projects for members of the UK construction industry and their families who face life changing or limiting circumstances, as well as financial and wellbeing support.
You've done some fantastic projects, haven't you, supporting not just tradespeople but the families of tradespeople, and not just financial assistance with money but actually getting all the builders together and basically taking on some big renovations in people's homes, haven't you?
We have, that's right, and we have a lot of projects lined up for this year, all over the UK. We also offer a wellbeing service. We have a free text number for mental health services.
Because men don't talk, builders don't talk, do they?
They don't.
And that's what Band of Builders are all about, supporting and helping, getting tradespeople together and talking through your problems. So we'll put a link in the description. We're going to be doing a lot more fundraising stuff for Band of Builders, so stay tuned. Get your ideas below as well, because we've liquidated a B&Q returns pallet. What else could we do? Let us know in the comments. We'll put links to Band of Builders for the helpline, for the website, and a way to donate as well. So thank you very much, Kelly.
Welcome.
For all your work.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, Martin, for all your work.
I'm going now.
I'll leave you with the check. And I'll start working on the next one. And I've not forgotten about all of you guys. I've mentioned the giveaway a few times through this video, and I wasn't sure how much stuff we're going to have. And some of them weren't quite at 5, so I nipped to B&Q, got a couple extra bits and bobs just to round out a really good giveaway. And I'd say this is probably the biggest giveaway bundle we've ever done, and you'd expect so from that massive big B&Q pallet. What have we got? Well, we've got 5 Stanley knives, we've got 5 tubes of the Gorilla Glue, we've got 5 Marksmans, one of my favourite little gadgets this. Made in the UK as well, I love it. Got 5 of those. 5 paintbrushes, 5 of the carpet bolsters. I had to get an extra bolster. This is like a mason bolster. We've got his and hers gloves. What a winner that is. So we've got gardening gloves, and then to be fair, you can use either, but we've got 2 sets of gloves, gardening gloves and then sight gloves. We've got 3 sets of woodworking drill bits, 2 sets of masonry, so we can kind of maybe get in touch with the winners and let you tailor your prize a little bit. We've got 5 of the PVC shears. These are really, really great. I love those. So the fact we ended up with 5 is perfect. We've got a grout finisher. We've got 6 permanent markers, so I'm going to give you one of those, and a 30cm steel rule. So an absolutely great little prize bundle. Loads of complimentary stuff to your existing toolkit. I'm sure it would benefit anybody's toolkit. All you've got to do to win one of these bundles is drop a comment. No matter where you are in the world, we'll ship this little bundle to you at no cost, and all you've got to do is drop a little comment below. There's a conversation below this video all about B&Q pallets, pallet returns, future videos and tools. And if you head down there, reply to somebody, get involved, drop your own comment, all of those comments are entered into the giveaway. The only other thing you've got to do is subscribe to the channel. It costs nothing to subscribe. You just click the button, and while you're at it, click the little bell icon next to the subscribe button. That'll send you a little notification whenever we release a new video, and you'll never miss another John O'Shone video. The links are in the description for the Band of Builders. I was so pleased we're able to support that charity, and all the links for the helpline and for the website, they're all down below. Thank you for watching the video, and we'll see you next time.